So we're here to explain the follower default armor fix and what it does. And what it does is if the player is interested in upgrading the default armor set that an NPC follower uses, some of them, not all of them, the ones that it does cover are listed in the README and also on the mod page. But if you're not interested in upgrading the armor for the default followers, then there probably isn't any use for this mod. But I've done something I said not to do, and that is to install the mod mid-playthrough. So Iona is from before I installed the mod, and Jordis spawned in after I installed the mod. So Iona will not be affected by the mod, and Jordis will be. That also is useful for demonstrating if you're using the ESP version and you do have like appearance mods for Iona, then you need to use the ESP version unless you want all of the follower mods to overwrite this mod. In that case, you can use the ESL version. But if you are using the ESP version and you want the follower appearance mod or whatever type of mod it is to overwrite this mod's changes, then just apply the follower mod last so that it wins out. And if you want this mod to do its fix, but it won't actually affect your follower mod in any other way, then just put the follower mod ESP before this mod so that this mod wins out. So for each individual follower mod you might have, you can control that.
Let's get going.
Yep.
I'm at your command.
Okay. Apparel. Steal. Give. So this is the default behavior of the game. It will never equip this even if it's smithed up to really high levels or enchanted or anything else.
I am sworn to carry your burdens.
Okay.
Let's go.
Let's not go.
What is it?
Sorry, I have to say
I will be
goodbye.
back at your house if you need me.
Okay, I know where that is.
What honor to you, my Thane. Lead the
Okay,
way.
okay, sure.
I've got your back.
Okay.
I am sworn to carry your burdens.
Yeah, that's good, right? Same story. Except this time we guess what's going to happen. So this is the fix. And I guess that's pretty self-explanatory. So those are the only gotchas, I think, in the whole thing, is you just have to
You lead.
be aware
I'll follow.
if you don't have any follower mods for the normal Skyrim followers, then you can use the ESL, and if you do, you have to decide whether you want to use the ESL or the ESP, and you might have to do some juggling. But the other thing to be aware of is that if you get your load order wrong and you have a follower that's spawned in, you can't change your load order at that point. You have to start over. Because once they're spawned in, whatever load order you had, then they're stuck with that. And it's sort of like scripts, which I should say this uses scripts, so it should be applied at the beginning of the game and it shouldn't be removed, ideally. Although we're going to do that as well. So I'll be right back. As promised, we're going to load with the mod removed, which you shouldn't do. And I'd also like to say that this shouldn't cause any gray or blackface issues with any of your follower mods. But in the same way that Iona wasn't affected by the mod because she spawned in before the mod was installed, she also isn't affected by the removal of it in any way. But Jordis suffers the consequences. And the other thing I'd like to say is that as far as Serana goes, that's handled as a special case, and everything for her should work as long as you leave or keep the set of armor that's given to her in her inventory, which you do not have to do. That's covered in the README or on the mod page. You can use that to control her hood being permanently on or off, or if you leave it in her inventory, her hood will work perfectly as it does in the original game, which perfectly is probably the wrong word. But if you have the hood fix mods installed, it also won't interfere with those, so those will work however they were intended to work. And any of the appearance mods for Serana should not interact with this either. And in the same way with every follower, you can control whether the appearance mod overrides or this one overrides. So I believe that's... Oh, and as far as the unofficial patch is concerned, it also shouldn't have any interaction. And I believe that's everything I wanted to say. So thank you for watching.